kind of feel bad for him. He doesn't even have a face. He's gonna wear that, man.
I don't have nothing.
Dude,
This is me.
it's just this real head.
I mean,
Yeah.
I got this shit to work with. You're doing well.
You're doing better than JT under the mask. So.
Now,
All right,
you don't hear
hey,
my
everybody.
message. No, just you don't hear my messenger go off or anything, do you?
No, not at all.
Okay.
No,
No,
you're
you're
good.
good.
All right.
You're completely good. Yeah. Diet Coke too. That's my fucking favorite. Cool. Let's get into it. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Deadbeats. I'm Will,
I'm JT.
and we are here with a fucking dope guest. That this is going to be a very unconventional thing that we do. We're just kind of shooting the shit. We're talking to J Moulton. Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah.
The owner of SC Horror, South Carolina Horror. Dude, a fucking convention that I feel like just you put fucking rocket boosters on it and it took off in less than a year. I remember I went to Soda City Comic Con with one of my buddies, and you guys had a vendor spot. And I remember talking to you guys, and you're like, SC Horror, our first convention's going to be next year. It was in September. Fucking dope. I went to the first one. I had to skip last year's. But I feel like out of fucking nowhere, dude, you guys skyrocketed almost immediately. The stars that you guys are getting, the fucking guests that you guys are getting, it's unreal. And we look up to it as horror fans, obviously, and trying to, we had this podcast for about a year, just kind of kicking that off and the work that it takes to fucking just put so much into it. I want to ask you about the beginning, right?
Sure.
Where did the idea of SC Horror come from? Where did that come from?
Well, for those that don't know my background, this is my 11th show as a promoter. I did shows in New England. I know Vermont Horror, Vermont Comic Con, Rock City Comic Expo, all sorts of things like that. So this is old hat for me. So when I moved down here almost 4 years ago, I was actually just trying to decorate my house. We brought nothing with us. We just brought some things we wanted to have. We did the whole move from the north down to the south and try to infiltrate the south, make things better down here, because all there is churches and mattress stores. So we decided to, I went online to a vendor who I won't mention, just I'm not sure if they want me to or not, but I bought some oddities, and I bought like a circus poster from Barnum and Bailey. I bought some weird stuff and good decor. That's how I roll. So he goes, "Hey, I noticed you're in right by Columbia. You should just come down here and pick it up." And I said, "Oh yeah, I'll do that tomorrow." Cool. I went down there and on the way I'm going, "Man, I don't even know this guy. Like he could be an axe murderer for all I know." So I did a little research. He was legit, and apparently on the way down there he did research because he thought the same thing. So I went to breakfast, and he goes, "Hey, I stalked your career. We don't have a horror show down here. You think you'd come out of retirement to do that?" And I said, "Oh, fuck no, dude. No goddamn way am I doing that. Million years I wouldn't think about it." And he goes, "Well, think about it." And a month later, there we go, SC Horror, boom. We're in our third year now. So I mean, it was just one of those. I was in the right place, the right time. I didn't even plan on even going to a convention again, let alone owning one. I just wanted to be reclusive and do my thing.
How did that first year then, coming out of retirement, like, hey, I got to start from the ground up,
Well,
quote unquote.
right.
How did that build up, and what was your first steps to make that a success?
Well, it's funny you mention that because retirement I use loosely. It's kind of like I don't want to do this anymore. I want to do that.
Yeah.
I did the close.
I mean, granted, I could retire. I have a great sugar mom of a wife, but
Ooh.
Let's go.
but no, I got to be busy. I've got to be doing my thing. To start a show, you first need no life. You need to have an insane amount of intestinal fortitude, let's say, because what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself a venue. You find yourself a name. What are you going to call yourself? I've always called myself something like Vermont Comic Con or Vermont Horror or something, because I can relocate anywhere in South Carolina. It's a smart thing to do.
Yeah.
So when you have SC Horror, I can move it to freaking Buford if I wanted to, or wherever.
Oh,
So
geez.
that's a good name to have. I bought the site, the domain. I bought the email. I bought this and that. You get everything started. Then you go, all right, now I find a venue. This place is cool looking. There's already a con there. I called the owner of that place and said, "Hey, just out of respect, I'll call you and let you know I'm putting in a horror show in the same building. I want to get to know you because I like working with people, and I don't want you to think I'm some sort of mystery dude." So we had a good conversation. We've been pretty much talking ever since, off and on, usually about wrestling or something, but always some shop involved. So then I said, all right, I take all the things I used to do. I go to shows, I find vendors, I drop contracts, I get a website, get social media, every little soup to nut thing you have to do to start that. You buy the signage, you buy this, you buy that, and you design all that. You make sure it's out there. You bring it to every place you possibly can. So I'm doing, I'm at grocery stores year one. I'm at, you name it, year one. Like, hey, this is just coming next year. We've got SC Horror if
Fuck yeah.
anybody gives a shit. So
So you're a
I've got
salesman.
I'm a hustler, not a salesman.
Yeah. Okay,
I can hustle.
You're a
I
hustler.
can hustle. Yeah, I
Yeah.
can hustle. So doing that, I go, all right, I need a guest. So I need a slasher or something. So I called Brad. Laurie's a friend of mine. And said, hey, you mind doing this show? Oh, sure, great. At the time, there was an issue with a contract with a different show. So at the last, like maybe a few months ago, I booked Tyler Main, who's
Yep.
honestly my favorite Myers of all time anyway.
Dude,
So
ruthless.
pretty good guest for a first year. And
Yeah.
I actually said, you know what? I don't know if anybody's going to come to this show. I have no idea. This is South Carolina. I get a lot of hate mail. It's fine. It's a lot of church people give me hate mail. But when you have a show, I go, hey, you know what? I love the movie Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead. I'm just going to go on Instagram and I'm going to find this freaking actor, dude.
What a
And
fool.
so I messaged Jason Yashan. I said, hey, have you, what do you charge to bring you out for a show? And he goes, I've never done a show. I said, oh, really, dude? I'll tell you what. I've never done a show in South Carolina, but here's my background. You want to come out?
Yep.
Worst case scenario, nobody shows up. We hang out and have a good time. And he was down for that. So I booked him to his first contract, then sent him to my buddy Joe's show before mine, so I could feel him out and see how he does. Then my buddy Dave Madison's like, hey, he was a guest up in Vermont, and he's done some great work. I've done some voiceover and stuff, but he's like Mr. Hush and Wits End and things like that. So he goes, hey, my friend Tiffany Shepis is free. I said, good, I'll take her. Great. And I called my friend Melissa Cowan, his bicycle girl from Walking Dead. She did my show in 2014 in Vermont. So I said, hey, let's round it out with something like that. Good to go. And we'll just see if anybody shows up. About maybe an hour to set up. I look outside, there's a line down the sidewalk. What the fuck?
Bro.
This never happens at a first time
we're
show.
I was in that line. I was in that fucking line. Hell yeah.
I'm like, dude, what is this could be a great spot. So then last year, of course, we didn't want to overdo it. So we got like Mark Patton and we got Felissa Rose, Dave Sheridan, a bunch of good people.
Yeah.
Robert Mukes, John Russo always, because I'll always do my show.
Fuck. He was that first year. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he's a perennial guest. So as long as he wants to do it, he's 87. So he's like Uncle John to me and my kids. So
Yeah. Hell yeah.
so last year I'm like, I'm not going to go gangbusters for year two because I'm going to bring in good guests, but I want to see if year one was a fluke, and it was not a fluke. I was against USC, LSU game day, ESPN game day for the first time in a decade or so, and we rocked it. We were busy all weekend, and so I said, all right, these people are fucking awesome. I love this crowd. I love the community down here. It exists. So I'm going to help build it. So then this year I decided, you know what? I'm going to pull out all the stops. So I'm going to get the guests I really think we should have. But it's a bitch. It's a bitch to get one guest, let alone the dozen we have. So it's
And
it just grew.
That's a great segue then. So this year, 2025, how did you go through your guest list, or how did you go through it, and what were the steps you took to get who you have, and who are they?
You pulled out all the fucking stops this year, dude.
You
I
went
love it.
fucking
I mean, luckily I
crazy.
made contacts. I made contacts over the years. So, I mean, I did have a few people in line already. But when you first start your guest list, it's nowhere near what it ends up to be. I mean, I had
Right.
so many people you might piss your drawers over that I had on the line, or like, what's your guarantee?
Can you
Of
say
like, because
something?
when you book, we'll go to celebrity first. Like, for example, like if I'm going to book JT here with his lovely face, let's just say
Yes.
he says, all right, I'm in LA. It's going to be a basic economy, first class, whatever your pitch is to me.
Spirit Airlines.
And I
send me.
Right. And then I want a suite, or I want a hotel room, or I want whatever. I mean, you can tell me what you want. You ain't gonna get it, but
Yeah.
you're gonna ask for it. Then
That's right.
I want a $10,000 guarantee. And celebrities work on guarantees usually, which means JT comes to my show, he makes 12,000, he keeps it all. If he makes 4,000, I owe him 6 out of pocket.
Right.
So it's a gamble.
Yep.
But I've never been dumb in my career, and I've never been bad about guarantees. So there's certain ones you will say yes to, but my mode of thinking is when I go to celebrities and I say, all right, you're not my top 2 or 3 people. So either you come out to the show and make some money, or stay at home and work your Mick job. It just is what it is. Do you want an opportunity to work? It's not like a bad thing, not like I don't like them.
No,
But
it's,
if would you rather stay at home and make nothing, or would you like to come out to South Carolina for a vacation that I'm paying for?
100%.
So when I go to take those higher guarantees, it's people, the bigger names. And they'll tell me what their rate is, and I'll say, great, I'm coming to you. You tell me your rate, and I decide if I want you or not.
Yeah.
So we got real lucky getting not one, but three Terrifier guests, David Howard Thornton. We've got Samantha
Hmm.
Scavidi, and we've got Amelie McLean. And they're
Yeah.
all super easy to work with. Their agent is super nice to work with. I mean,
That
I thought it was going to be one of these. I've dealt with headaches in the past.
Oh yeah.
I've dealt with some big wigs in the past, but I've in the horror industry, dude, like the Sean Clarks of the world and the Bob Catalano agents of the world are fantastic to work with. They want what's best for their clients, so they are bulldogs to a degree.
Yes.
And
Yes.
but I really respect that. I love that because that
Hell
proves
yeah.
to me they want what's best for their people. I want what's
Yep.
best for my show. We meet somewhere and we hash it out and we have no issues. I hear a
I
lot of crap in this industry about agents and how bad they are. If you put yourself in their shoes, they
yeah.
we don't know the shelf life on anybody's career.
Bro,
Right.
Uh,
I don't have to deal with
you
any
know,
of that. Thank God I have Will over here that runs our main page, and he deals with all that. Because if you have
right.
to deal with this
Hmm.
guy over here, me, JT, that's a bad news. But Will just tells me stories all the time, working and willing and dealing and talking and negotiations. It's crazy.
Yeah. I don't really
Yeah.
deal with many bad agents. I mean, I've heard stories of agents that are so horrible. I've worked with those agents and had a pleasant experience. And it's not like I'm saying that
Right.
for sake of radio because, who cares?
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But
Exactly.
but especially the ones I work with this year, I'm working with Bob Catalano. He's actually not just an agent, he's in Terrifier 3 as the camera person at the Santa
Oh,
exhibit.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes. Yes.
so
Yes.
he's actually super easy to deal with. Um, Sean Clark, I dealt with him a different year, but he reps a lot of big names and he's pretty damn cool.
Yeah.
He's kind of a rock star. And then like Chris Majors with Monster Entertainment, things like that. I got him, Mary, and Morgan McKenzie's another good agent. It's like having friends come by now. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
that's what we feel too.
I mean,
Will, I don't
they're
know.
not gonna kiss my ass, but I mean, like I'll be kissing some of theirs to get them to come back. But
Yeah,
Oh, of
we
no,
course,
no,
dude.
no, no. We're not going to do the green M&Ms or anything like that. We're just going to have a professional show where people are going to be treated right. That's all.
I love the Wayne's
Yeah.
World thing, but Will, on our half, like we only been doing this for a year, and Will, like I don't know if you have the same type of stories as this, but I just know like people coming to
Yeah.
us is
It's
all
so.
reaching out.
Yeah, it's a little bit different, right? Because obviously you're paying them, right? We have to try to convince our guests that they will get something out of coming onto our
Oh,
show.
who do you
So
want?
just
I got a bunch of people you
uh,
could have.
Right.
I'm telling you, fucking.
We're babies.
So we're still babies. I think one of the gets that I'm still trying to crack is I haven't gotten any sort of communication with David Howard Thornton yet, and it was just a fucking blessing in disguise that after we had already booked with you guys that we're like, oh shit, you guys are getting David Howard Thornton. So
Yeah,
that's always that
he's
he
very
has
busy,
been.
very
Oh,
very busy.
dude, he's fucking swamped. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And he's been somebody that JT and I have been a fan of ever since the Ninth Circle, right? When that fucking first came out.
right.
So, we should have got our problem is we started this podcast a year ago. We should have started the podcast 3 years ago.
Yeah.
These people that we've
For sure.
grown to love, especially with these like B-rated horror. We're huge fans of B-rated horror,
Same.
but have now become like the fucking center of the universe now when it comes to horror. Now they're almost impossible to get. But we've had some fantastic people on. We've had Mason McCarty, so he was in the Terrifier 3. We've had fucking hell, Patty Negri. Did you ever hear of Patty Negri? She's like a psychic medium. It's fucking absolutely
Ghost
insane.
I've
Yeah,
not
Yeah,
heard of
for
it.
Ghost Adventures.
Yeah, the
Yeah, for
seance
Ghost
is pretty
Adventures.
cool.
Yeah, we
But
actually
no,
had a live like say it was insane. Yeah,
but
but
I mean,
it's
it's
but
on an average day in my house. I mean, the other day we were sitting there just chilling, going like, all right, what's tomorrow? This is it's scheduled today, blah blah. And then I get a phone call. I'm like, hey Ginger, how are you? And my wife immediately posts on Facebook, when Ginger Lynn calls your husband, most women would be very jealous. I'm sitting here partying like a rock star,
see,
like
fuck
and,
yeah,
it just
and we're
happens.
just
hell
It's
now
yeah.
like
we're just
what's up,
now
Ginger? How are you, man?
we're just now getting to that
Yep.
level where we're having people reach to us and like set up meetings and do stuff. But like for you, with so like a
Oh yeah,
longevity
yeah.
of it, like do you have any advice for us as somebody who's just starting out in this community?
Uh, Kiss babies and steal lollipops, man.
100%, dude. Fuck yeah, I'm
Can you
all
imagine
about
us
it.
kissing
I'm
babies?
all
I
about
mean,
that.
you're going to sell yourself on them. I mean, people like Felissa Rose. I talk to her frequently. She's such a
Yeah,
sweetheart. She's always encouraging. getting people like that in your corner just because you do what you do is pretty
Yeah.
incredible. I mean, growing up watching Sleepaway Camp, I
Bro,
could never decide who was
Mm-hmm.
better, because I'm a big fan of 2 and 3 too. I love
yes,
schlocky shit.
Oh yeah.
that's
Yes. Yes.
that's our
Pamela
wheelhouse.
Springsteen's the best. She's great. I mean,
Yep.
then again, I'm a big Vinegar Syndrome guy, so there's a lot of that.
Oh,
Um,
Hell yeah.
but having all these people on my roll, like John Russo called me asking how to fix his computer, kind of thing. You know,
That's
like,
crazy, dude.
you better stop what
Fucking
you're
nuts.
doing and like hang on.
like I got
Yeah.
a new
Right.
computer, so my list is over here, and John always
I love
gets on
that.
the phone like this. That's John.
Me and John
It's
are the same person. When I
like
call
where's the
Will,
camera? Where's the shutter on this old camera Kodak phone? Like
Hell
he should
yeah,
have
dude.
he should have a jitterbug, dude.
I fucking love
It's
that.
insane.
I we'll definitely talk offline for some guests that we have been either want or have been trying to kind of reach out to and see if we could potentially obviously use you as a connect. Felissa Rose, we reached out to her I think a year ago and they no response. We're like, eventually, we'll get her. It's not like a heartbreak, but we know again that's like we building our name up as much as we possibly can. That's the big thing, and
Paying
that's
our
where.
dues.
We had and forgive me because I don't know her name right now because I just saw the message before we jumped into here. We had did you ever see the Grudge remake of 2019? So the girl who played the main character
Junko.
woman, yes, thank you.
Junko.
I keep on forgetting her name. She just reached out to us. She's like, hey, I want to be on your show.
Yeah,
That's
Junko
great.
Fuck
Bailey.
yeah.
Junkie
Yeah,
Belly,
100%. Like, yeah, well, fucking, yeah, absolutely. And then, so John Cassier, he reached out to us because we were making a series of, and we're still we took a little bit of a break because it was a lot of work. We're going to get back into it, but we're reviewing all of the Tales from the Crypt episodes. We made it halfway through season 2, but he took notice to it and messaged us like, hey, I fucking love what you guys are doing. And we're like, hey, whenever you want to be on, and we're setting that stuff up tonight too, and hopefully get some shit there. But that's all about building your brand and
Yeah.
from the ground
When you get
up.
him on the show, for his guarantee, if you get him on the show, there will be
Yeah.
doors open for you.
bro. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, we're excited for that.
it's doing
That's
something for
so
my
fucking
inner
exciting.
child, man. That was my first
Yes.
icon of horror. You know what I mean? Like that's what got me into it.
You want to
1000%.
talk horror? You want to talk horror, man? I mean, I'm probably older than both of you put together, but
I don't
um,
know. Maybe.
Yeah, well,
Well, we
we'll
can't
see.
tell
Challenge
here.
accepted.
or as my kids would
Yeah.
call me, my kids would say like, "You're the ancient one,"
Let
I
me ask
love
you
that.
something. Let's get to know you a little bit. Can you like?
Yes.
I'm gonna put you on the spot here, and this is on the spot.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
What is your top 5 horror? And I know it can be interchangeable or whatever. Or your
Oh
top
yeah,
5
yeah.
like
I
comfort
ask
movies.
that all the time to people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Halloween 3 for one of them.
See, I could
'cause
fucking
What
get
the
that one
fuck?
from you because I think
My
first,
it's my favorite Halloween movie.
dude.
Halloween
I'm gonna-
3?
I knew it.
Yep.
I got it. I love it because me and you are the same right now. He hates that
Yeah.
shit.
I mean,
love it.
how do you dislike Tom Atkins in anything? The
Oh
dude's
my God.
he's the man.
Bro, we're
I will
okay,
throw
we're
in one
good.
more Halloween movie though. I mean, but I would go with let's see. I'd go with Three on a Meat Hook.
Oh,
That's a
shit.
great
Holy
film.
shit.
I've
Yes.
never seen Three on a Meat Hook.
Oh, that's you want a good time. There you go.
Shit.
So
Did I watch
Halloween
Three on a
3,
Meat
three.
Hook?
We're going. I'm going to say House of Thousand Corpses. It's been a standard of mine since it came out.
Wow. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
that's good. I don't hear that. a lot.
I'm going to go with. Let's see. What's two that I can pull out of my ass here that I watch frequently. I'll just do ones I watch frequently.
Yeah, this is
Yeah.
comfort.
Boy.
It's hard,
there's
right?
there's it is, but it isn't because like man, I don't. If I disrespect one, I don't want to do that.
Yeah,
'Cause I've
this
got
is-
so much-
dude,
yeah, that's why I
100%.
say. That's
Yeah.
why
I got
say
so
not
much love for
favorite.
this
It's
and
just
that.
like comfort. That's all it is. Just
I'll tell you,
like,
my 5 on heavy rotation at the moment are Halloween 3, Three on a Meat Hook, Corpses. Um, I kind of want to say Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, which is my actually favorite Myers movie, but I'll go with.
So good.
Man, I'm such a Grindhouse fan too. I'm like, what's the edge of horror here? I absolutely love The Dead Zone.
oh,
Wow.
And then to round it out, we're gonna go with. Well, I want something real crazy here.
don't-
Yeah, let's hear it.
I'm gonna go with Poultrygeist, Night of the Chicken Dead.
That's such
Poultry
a fucking
guys is
deep pull.
crazy.
Bro, that's such a deep
So
fucking. Do you mean
if
that?
you want
Is
to,
that-
if you want to, yeah, dude, it's one of my favorite movies of all time.
Because
if you wanna-
dropped that shit
if-
twice.
If you want a crazy list, there you go, everybody. There's your Halloween 3, your Three on a Meat
Hell
Hook, your fucking Corpses, You've
Yep.
got three. You got poultry guys. All that shit. I mean,
Hmm.
it's just so good. The
Bro,
dead
okay,
zone,
I
or
love that.
interchange it with RZH1.
that is so crazy. Can I
So
ask you one? Will, before we do it, you can just have it
do
afterwards.
your
I gotta
thing.
ask this:
Yeah.
Is Alien a horror movie, or do you like
Yes.
sci-fi horror?
It's a horror movie with horror elements. It's a sci-fi horror. So you have body horror, sci-fi horror. You get slasher horror. I know Will sitting there like, oh, this guy sucks,
Fuck
dude.
I
Like,
Will.
what's
hate
wrong with this guy?
aliens,
Fuck
dude. No, no,
Will.
no, no. You don't suck. I hate Alien.
You don't
I
suck. Will
hate the
sucks. Fuck
movie. I
Will.
think it's so bad. I don't think it's scary, but I understand the elements. There is different types of sci-fi horror and body
I, I,
horror. I
I mean,
completely get that.
then again, I don't even like The Exorcist.
I
You
don't
know,
either.
I think
Holy
I think
shit! Yeah,
I think
okay.
I think the movie fucking sucks.
I do
It's
too, and it
boring.
got a
Okay.
fucking Oscar. I like what it did for the
The,
community, like to get
right.
noticed.
Like
But fuck
the third
that,
one's fantastic. The
because it
third
gets
one's
more to
great.
its roots. You get
The
further away
third
from the
But
one.
Oscar vibe and
but the
more to
first
where
one,
it
dude,
was.
I'm like, I'm like, dude, you put a mirror into my nose, make sure I'm still breathing, dude. This movie's terrible.
Yes, it's too fucking artsy. Like,
But
where is it? I
but
mean, it
but
had a few
but
good
this
scenes
but
here
this
and there.
have you ever seen Thriller, A Cruel Picture, or They Call Her One Eye? That's the same movie.
Mm-mm.
It's a European
Mm-mm.
film. It's one of the most gritty grindhouse movies you'll ever see. That's more my jam. Like the graphic, gross, gritty, nasty,
Bro,
cinema nasties and all that shit.
you
That's my
need to
jam. Like
you, you need
that's
to
what I
talk
do.
to David Sodergren. He's an author we hang out with. Like that dude.
Dude.
You're him. Like that. Y'all are naming like weird shit. That's
If
awesome.
I showed you my collection, dude, you go, what the is this?
Yeah.
I want to see
Dude,
it.
I've got a movie that I've not seen yet. I'm actually going to watch it Monday or Tuesday. It's a Japanese movie from see, I'm a big physical media collector. So I've
Yeah.
got like Vinegar Syndrome, Arrow, Severin Film, things like that. I've got Error 4444, which is a Japanese label. I bought it for the name. I've
Hmm.
not seen it yet. It's called Scissor Penis, you know. So and that's
Scissor
an
penis.
Wait, Will, can we
That's what they
please?
call
and I'm like,
JT in high school.
Yeah.
and I'm like, dude, if there's a movie that exists out there with that name, I gotta own it, man. I gotta see what this is about.
Nice.
It comes with stickers and shit too. It's fantastic.
Dude, I
With
love
a,
that.
so I like that's my wife, dude. She'll come downstairs and go, what the fuck? Like
Watching scissor penis again.
she must just feel like she's got another child in the house sometimes.
Hell yeah.
Because
Hell yeah.
I'm like, yeah, dick and fart jokes, woo, you know.
Have you ever seen the movie Burial Ground?
Yes, yeah.
Dude, how
Oh,
do you feel about
you know what
Burial Ground? That movie
it's not
fucked me
bad.
up.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not my go-to. It's decent.
Right.
But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, man, people never talk about like Dead and Buried or House by the
Dead Buried.
Cemetery.
Right.
You know, I mean, if you want to screw up somebody's childhood, watch Dead and Buried. You got Grandpa Joe in that movie. You
Oh,
know, he's from
100%, dude. Holy
Chico and the
fuck.
Man, dude. Chico and the Man's
Yep.
one of my favorite TV shows of all time. I still watch that shit. And it's got Jack Albertson in it. That dude is such a phenomenal actor.
What's
Love
what's
that.
like?
You guys,
What's
so I
I'm a
think
fan.
you and
I'm a fan of the weird. Yeah. What's that?
100%. You and
What's up,
JT
JT?
are, I guarantee you and JT are so similar as far as like what you guys have grown up with. I guarantee you and JT are very close in age. So for me, and I'm definitely showing my age here, the first ever horror movie I ever saw front to back was Scream. I was 7 when it came out, or 6
your
or 7,
tattoo.
and it came out in 96,
Show
97.
your tattoo.
What's that?
Show your tattoo.
I have a Ghostface tattoo. Yeah, Ghostface, and then obviously Return of the Living Dead. You got Tarman back here. Still working
love
on that
that
horror
movie.
sleeve, but I'm a little bit more of like the '90s horror. That's where I grew up in. But
Show your
JT is
nipples.
more of the '80s.
Show your
No,
nipples.
not doing that.
I used to hang out with like Fritz Lang and everybody in the 20s, you know.
Fuck
No,
yeah. Yeah.
no, I'm 50. I turned 50 this year, so I'm born in 75. The first one I ever remember watching was Jaws.
Jaws.
And
Oh
Holy
that's
shit!
stop,
Hell yeah.
stop,
I'm
stop.
I'm so afraid of sharks, man.
Dude, wait, stop. What did you think about the movie Jaws? Quick, you tell me, Jay. What do you think about the movie Jaws?
Let's put it this way: if I went to a Shark Tank right now, I would shit myself.
Listen to this
You know,
bullshit. You
like
ready for this?
there'd be a
Listen
lot
to
of
this.
brown in the water.
Listen to this
Yeah.
motherfucker. Will, what do you think about Jaws?
Fuck Jaws, dude. I
Never
hate
made an
it.
episode. I
It's
won't
so
let it.
bad.
You are
So
fucking
bad.
stupid.
All
How?
right, so let me get these terminologies down while I'm interviewing you now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the terminology of what do you if you consider bad, like, is it bad schlocky? Is it bad just overall product? Is it just cheesy?
A perfect movie.
So to me, cheesy, and again, what I grew up with, cheesy as hell. I'm not a fan of like animal horror. I can't. To me, I'm like, there's a fucking giant shark. I get it, but to me, that's not like a horror movie. I can't get scared with that shit. My love for horror.
You've
Comes
never
from
lived in New
slashers,
England, dude.
Paranormal. Right? Yeah. True. I'm from Philadelphia, so New Jersey, but like the whole. Yeah, the whole thing is just kind of like, I don't know, an easy catch to me. I think it's corny.
Now I get it. Now I know.
Our fans are gonna
Now I know why he's got the mask. He's rolling his eyes at you when you talk about movies.
Yes,
Dude,
every time, dude.
All the way back. All the way back. Will, you're such a piece of shit. Sorry.
It's all right. It happens.
But no, growing up in New England and going to Cape Cod every summer, you see Jaws as a kid and you go, wow, that's my place right there. And not only that, but when you are 6 or 7 and you go, wow, when it finally gets on TV and you watch it, like my parents, like, I want to watch Jaws tonight. And they're like, fine, go ahead, see if you can do it. And I was up all night watching it when it was on like a TV premiere, because there was no fucking videos or anything. So
right.
The next morning, I'm like, I'm not going near a shark ever, because you cannot reason with an animal,
none,
especially a shark.
Good point.
Like if you could have Freddy in front of you and be like, no, you're the bitch, dude, and like mess with them, but you look at a shark, they're just gonna smile at you and not in a nice way.
Unless it's Jaws 3, then you can talk to him through your mind.
Yeah, that's true. That movie was just.
It evolves.
I mean, what a cast though! I mean, you got Bess Armstrong, Dennis Quaid, Louis Gossett Jr. You get a hell of a cast for a bad movie.
Fucking powerhouse.
The second one had Jason Mellon from fucking Back to School. You know.
Dude, well, you're okay. You're amazing, by the way. Love this.
Yeah, you and JT are gonna be best friends. I'm gonna be like the little brother, like, hey, look at what about Ghostface?
I'm not even. Oh, dude, I love Ghostface.
Yeah, that's weird.
I do.
Huge fan. Oh my god.
Yeah. I have such a love for those movies. I have such a love for that franchise. And actually, I've got this great stab print I have signed 8 times right now. It's a Stephen Holiday print that I got. But my jam is like, really the most, as much debauchery, like, this is why Poultrygeist is good. It's blood, guts, gore, boobies, and music. And that's the pinnacle.
What could you ask for?
Right. Mm-hmm. That's just the top of the mountain, dude.
Hell yeah. I have a question.
Go ahead.
Yeah. What did you think about In a Violent Nature?
Oh, fuck.
You know what? I've ordered that on 4K. I've not seen it yet.
No, I gotta know. And as soon as you see it, I have to know.
And honestly, the best movie I've seen the last 5 years, though, for complete product, acting, for the stage work, for the look of it and the feel. Late Night with the Devil's been my favorite, like probably my favorite for the last 5 years.
Dude,
it's wonderful. Love it.
David, here, try to pronounce his name, JT.
You motherfucker.
I got it. It's David.
Okay. There you go. Yes, David.
David.
He's in our top 10 guests. Dream guests that we want.
And we've talked to him before.
Fucking Late Night with the Devil. We have talked to him. Yeah, we messaged him back and forth just by sending some shit to him and him responding, which is super dope. But obviously, super fucking busy guy, right? He has a ton going on.
I have an Instagram clip of me mispronouncing his name. That's how we got his attention. I didn't mean to. I fucked it up. I was trying to give him praise.
You should have been like David. You should have been like David. I don't know what his name is. Yeah.
Go back if you get bored when you go sit in your awesome bathroom.
You should have a contest. You should have a contest. Like every guest that comes on, like, pronounce the lead actor's name from Late Night with the Devil.
Yes.
And you can even spell it for them. You can spell it for them. You can have it up on a board somewhere in the background. No one's going to get it right.
I think I called him David Dash-A-Million at one point. I was giving up.
David Dash-A-Million, David Dash-Smoochie. Yeah, you did your absolute best. But I mean, hey, he checked our stuff out. He likes our stuff. Dude, fucking nuts. JT, you had something in the chamber you wanted to ask me. Go for it.
Yeah. What other horror do you drip out to? Like, I know you like the movies. Is there any other type of media that you like? Is there music or what? Like, what other?
Well, let's see. I can pimp my shit out now. All right. I'm a, as my wife would say, a man of mystery sometimes, because I actually do poster work for movie companies. I've done movie posters. I do 8-bit artwork. I do paintings. I do all that shit. I also make music. That is my band.
Yeah.
So I have
Fuck yeah.
I've got six albums out currently. It's mostly horror. There's one album that's Japanese Tokyo Shock films. But I sing it, I write it, and I upload all sorts of AI or drum beats or whatever the fuck. I cheat like that. But I don't want a band in my garage either. I've got a whole t-shirt company in my garage. I make shirts too. I print out shirts. I print this. I print everything else. I print out the shirts for my
Damn,
show.
dude.
So I do a lot of shit, and
Yeah.
to relax, I sing metal. So I
Fuck
do
yeah.
a lot of that, and like the exclusive for the show. I mean, I'll show you guys a few things here and there, but I have the exclusive for the show that I've just about finished up with. So I make the artwork for the show. I do everything you see as far as graphics for the show. It's all me.
Yeah.
Like no, I don't have an art department. I am the motherfucking art department.
You're the art
Um,
department. Let's go.
I do
Oh,
the interviews on the art department. I write and sign the contracts. I book the hotels. I
Yeah.
do a lot of shit. So
Hell
it's
yeah.
it saves me a lot of money to be an artist. I mean, I made
Yeah.
this hat. I made this shirt. Now,
Fuck yeah.
if you like hard rock, but you can hear the words, um, I very much you know what a falsetto like people sing in a falsetto like
yeah,
high.
Yep.
yeah.
I
Yep.
sing in a very low falsetto, like really
Okay.
low and lower, and it takes me like an hour to warm up. But once I do it, my kids go, "That doesn't even sound like you, and you're singing on a microphone." I said, "Yeah, it takes like a good half hour to an hour to get where I want to be and growl." But you can
Love
hear all
it.
the words. They're all about horror movies. I've got a retro '80s album about VHS and schlock movies and shit like that. So,
Yes.
uh, yeah, Be Kind Rewind's like everybody seems to be everybody's favorite besides Welcome to the Freak Show, which is an entire
Yep.
circus album with a whole lot of sexual innuendos thrown into, like sword swallowers and shit like that.
Like
Love
that.
it,
Um,
dude.
like
I love
for
that
some
That was
shit.
reason,
that,
for
that was JT's
yeah,
nickname in high school. Sword
for
swallower.
for some, yeah, yeah, right.
Shut up, Will.
For some reason, the most downloaded two songs are Billy's Circus Adventure from Freak Show, which is about a kid that runs away to the circus, only to get eaten by cannibal clowns, and then
Fuck.
then Obey the Signal, which is on an EP and a full album, which is uh, on a serious note. It's about They Live. It started about the movie They Live, which is one of my all-time favorites.
Yes.
Um,
Dude.
and it turned out to be more of like an anti-Red Hat song, so to
Oh
speak.
shit. Hell okay. Hell yeah.
Anti-ginger?
You know,
Hell yeah.
Can we say
it's
that?
it's a fight.
Anti-gingers?
It's a fight. It's a fight song.
Okay.
So,
Hell yeah.
what bands
I'm excited to
inspired
get
you
into
though?
that.
Is there bands that
Uh,
inspired you?
Yeah.
Who does your bands you listen to regular?
my favorite band of all time is Lordi from Finland.
Okay.
They dress up.
Wow.
They dress
Lordy,
up as
okay.
I saw them in Ozfest in '07 for the first time, and it was the free year, so we got to like get into better seats, and then it started pouring, and the pass around tickets like $20 for everyone wants an upgrade. I'm like, yeah, I'm in, dude. Like I haven't
100%.
spent all my cash yet. So we went up near the front, and the curtains open as we about to sit down, and these monsters show up, like people dressed as monsters, and fire and heavy metal, and I went, holy shit,
And
this is the
the
most
shit.
incredible thing I've ever seen in my
is
life.
it
Like
like
I've
War?
seen some
That
great
type of
shit, man.
monsters?
No, oh, better, dude, way better.
Oh, like okay.
We're talking like Mr. Lordy, who's the singer, the lead singer, and then there's the keyboardist, then there's the drummer and the bassist and shit, and there's fire and just all sorts of monster shit everywhere. And I'm
Dude,
going, wow, I've never
are you
seen
gonna
anything like this. I've seen Guar, and I like Guar to a degree, but Lordy is by far the shit.
are you gonna play at the
Hell yeah.
convention?
No, no, dude, I don't sing in public. I can do that. I'm working.
No.
I can, but it would take all my time.
Yeah.
It's like you should do the after
100%.
party. Like what with a microphone? Everything's on the computer.
Dude, just put me
Yeah,
in front
I
of
do
the
it.
exactly.
keyboard. I'll stand behind you, like just playing.
I do it
You know
for
what I mean?
therapy, man. I do it for therapy, dude. It's like
Hell
some
yeah.
people will sample beats and things like that. I take rock beats and guitar riffs and solos and throw them all together into one song. And then I sing over it.
Yeah.
And I have a channel for that I just will go. All right, I want to do lyrics. Wow, that's a fucked up lyric. I'll put that down there. I'm doing a Channel
Yes.
13 song about like old school TV. When you turn on the channel, it's static and it's just the most basic way to watch horror movies in a black and white TV.
Bro,
And
you're
I didn't want to do like a Channel 56 copyright thing in Boston because I grew up in New England. So I just renamed it Channel 13, but it wasn't even so much the movies, it was the commercials too. So like I'm sitting there writing lyrics like weird shit like commercials with cursed toys, Ghoul approved for girls and boys and shit like that. And I'm like, wow, this shit's awesome. And then I'll have writer's
We
block
might
for about a
have-
week and go, fuck, I need that
We
song
might have
back.
you record. We might have you record our new intro.
please.
Well, I'm not
Badass.
sure if you're not on all your devices at the moment, you can always look that up on any streaming platform. It's on
Hell yeah.
iTunes, Spotify. I actually, for some reason, have gotten paid okay by it. I guess people like what I do. I don't like what I do. I don't even know what I want to do yet when I grow up. So
Me
I'm
either.
like, I'll be a horror convention guy, and I'll do some
Yep.
music. But musicians hate me because I do it through computer. I sing myself. I write the lyrics. I don't write the notes. You know what? I take ones that exist. I
Whatever.
throw them together in an interesting way, so that they
Yep.
can get effed. I'm an artist.
Yeah.
My hands are
Fuck
so
yeah.
bad with arthritis that I use a drop pad on the computer, and they hate that. So I'm like, dude, I'm sitting here making money while you're complaining. That's fine.
You're doing
You know,
something you love, and you're finding
I'm
an
creating.
avenue to talk to people. Yeah, that's all it is,
I,
dude. Like that's
I,
this.
I'm creating and communicating, and honestly, right now the world needs more rock.
You
Hundred
talk about
percent,
this.
dude. Yeah,
And I
absolutely.
won't even lie about it, dude. Like, that's my voice, sure, and I add a little
For
bit of
sure.
fuzz to it, so it gets
Dude,
just a
I had to
shade
defend it.
deeper.
No, you be
And
you,
and
man.
then I write the lyrics and I make these albums. You guys are struggling to put out one song, and I've got 6 albums out, dude. I
Yeah,
don't
we're
AI the
losing
Yeah.
it.
shit. I just
Yeah.
I don't say like, oh, I want it to sound like me, boom. No, I'll actually sing it. I
Whoever
mean, there are
said that, you
programs
go fuck yourself.
I ha
How about that? I
right
tell
like
them that shit. Whoever's
I
watching,
have
go fuck yourself.
I bought this expensive ass program that I can record my voice into, and I have to say like 10 or 12 sentences, the alphabet, some numbers, shit like that, and that gets your voice going. It'll actually sing for you, which is crazy. It creeps me out to the point where I don't want to do it.
Dude,
Holy
Um,
so
shit.
so
dude, real,
so
real, real. And
if
then
I ever lose my voice, I could still continue to make music.
we can make a
It
Fuck
Deadbeats
was not
yeah.
album.
it was not
I'm
cheap.
down.
Oh, never
That was
mind.
some high
Not
tech
cheap. Never
that was
mind.
some
Take it back.
that was some high tech shit, and I'm like, wow. I'm like, yeah, I didn't believe in it. My buddy does radio in San Fran, and he's all
Dude,
into the music scene. He's a producer and shit. And no, I'm not his jam because he does like dance music. But he goes, yeah, I've got people that come in the
oomph,
studio
oomph,
and
oomph,
that can't
oomph.
come in some days, but I need to do like a voice thing. I do this program and they send me the file and I can make them sing anything, like anything I want. I'm like, get the hell out of here, man.
Yeah.
So he like send me your
Yeah.
voice, like just sing right now on the
That's
phone.
fucking sick,
So I
dude.
did,
I
and
love that.
he goes, well, here's a song of you singing like, Eminem songs in like metal style. Like, what the fuck? That's me, dude. So it gets crazy, but I do so much stuff, man, because I have a little bit of probably undiagnosed
Jesus, dude. I
ADHD.
love that.
Um, because
We all
dude,
have it.
I'm a child. I was born in '75, dude. There was no. It was just you're a bad kid back then. You're a troublemaker. It wasn't. Oh man, maybe you need to be refined, or maybe there's something that would help you. It was always like,
You
dude,
just
go kick rocks, man.
labeled.
Go play hockey like
Yeah.
everybody else. Like, go get your ass
Fuck
kicked.
yeah.
Whatever you got to do. Like, we don't care. Stay out
Hell
till the
yeah.
lights come
Yeah.
on, and then we'll ignore you when you get home. You know.
Yeah. Typical. Yep. Typical.
Why not? Sure.
Dude, love that. So with all that, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking crushing it with the convention, dude. You're fucking. And the year 3 again is the year where you're absolutely just fucking pulling out all the stops. Where do you see SC horror in the future?
You see, my answer to everything is your mom normally. So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
um,
Yeah. That's what I want.
Our moms are dead.
you know,
They are.
wouldn't matter in the horror industry, dude.
No, use a
Um,
Ouija
oh,
board and
fuck
tell
yeah.
them that.
but yeah, no, I think long term, dude. There's a few
Yeah.
things. One, I didn't want to do year 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, whatever. I don't want to do any of them.
Right.
I'm hoping somebody else would do it, but apparently I'm the guy. So I would like to eventually have my show renamed to SC Horror Community because
Oh, yeah.
I like to run it as a community. I charge 20 for the weekend in advance, dude. I may have to
Bro,
up it next year
yeah.
because they're up in prices, but it's
Yeah.
still going to be
Absolutely.
half the price of other
That's
shows.
affordable, dude.
Yeah.
That really
And
is. Like you're doing well.
I've got the
beyond.
only right, like I've got the only kids convention that I know of in the state.
Dude, I
We
love
have children of
community, man.
yeah,
I love that.
and we have Children of the Con is the name of it.
I
Took me
love
a
So
that.
while to
excited.
think of that one.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yes.
Yes.
It took me a real hot minute to think of that one because I was sitting there like little monsters,
I like that though, but
little
that could still be
little
yeah.
vampires. Like, wait, Children of the Con. Whoa, that's cool.
Children of the Con is fucking perfect, dude. I fucking love
Yeah.
that.
And people love it, man. It's just it goes with the marketing, man. Like I'll probably try to book Courtney Gaines next year just to be like, yo, I'm gonna show up at Children of the Con,
Yes.
because he lives in Atlanta, so it might be
Yeah.
easy to get him.
Close. Mhm.
But in 5 years, man, I'd like to see it more of a change of the people than the show. You know,
Okay.
because let's be flat out honest on this interview and a little more serious for a second is
Yeah.
I can bring in any number of guests and it's not good enough for some people.
Yeah.
I could bring in any attraction, it's not going to be good enough for people. I'm trying to change the mindset that conventions don't have to be expensive. You should appreciate not just the guest, but the vendor, the artist, the panels, the kids con, the everything you see in between, the
Yeah.
photos, the whole essence of the show, and
Mm-hmm.
appreciate that because I find more nowadays people suck, dude. We got some great attendees, man, but there's a lot of mail that I get that you need 20 more guests, you need this person, that person. Like you need to appreciate that's a show here.
Yeah.
You know,
Absolutely.
I'm not doing
Yeah.
this for fortune and glory like Indiana
Yeah.
Jones or anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm not like honestly, I'm not making a ton. I charge 20 for the
Right.
weekend.
Yeah.
Half, even if 2,000 of those come in at 20 apiece, it's only 40 grand. It's
Yeah.
not a
True.
crap ton. It's not a living. So like if we didn't have our regular livings here, I don't even know if I'd do this show. But we had an opportunity to say,
I
you
get
know
it.
what? Even my wife asked me first, what do you want to get out of this, Jay? I said, dude,
Mm-hmm.
I don't call my wife dude as well. Everybody, yeah, like honey, you know, bro, dude, guy, bruh, whatever.
Hell
I,
yeah.
I don't, I want to change the culture more than anything. I'm not happy with the shows I see. Like, I want to see it like my dad, for example. He's an engineer. He's more of
Mm-hmm.
a like way bigger nerd than I'll ever be, but he's freaking awesome. Like he produced this shit. Good for him. So when I was a kid, we lived overseas, and he was showing me all these like we lived in Alexandria, Egypt. So he would
Oh
show me the
shit.
Mediterranean, but he wasn't showing me the Mediterranean for me to look at. He was showing me what he was seeing in his vision, what he was working on, and I've developed that over the years in a weird way. I've only
Yeah.
learned to recently appreciate it. Is I don't want people to see just a show. I want them to see the experience and like what we can become as a community and grow together because it's so new down here
Yeah.
and it's such a thing to have in the Bible Belt. I don't want, and there'll be stragglers, like people that just want to appreciate shit. That's fine. But
Absolutely.
overall, that's why I'm very transparent. That's why I do lives or like Q and A's, and I'm out there at every damn show I can be at to set
Yeah.
up. Yeah, I sell my stuff, but to talk to people and
Mm-hmm.
say, you, you were good with me year one, man. You stuck with me year two. You're crazy about me like I'm your big toy year three. Are
Yeah.
you gonna love me in year four when I don't have
Mm-hmm.
Terrifier there?
Mhm.
Right.
And if you truly get what conventions are about, and if you truly get what fandom is about, you'll stick with that person or that show or that brand and watch them help them grow. Because we're nothing without the vendors or the attendees or the guests or any part of that. One thing falls apart, and we're not a good show anymore.
True.
So having people, uh, I see it hopefully being an experience for years to come. That's why we have a
Yeah.
live haunted house. A lot of shows don't have that. And not like an inflatable little thing. We've got a live haunt, man, that comes in and sits in two rooms.
I
We've
can't
got the
wait.
kids con. My daughter runs a kids con. I want it run by kids. I
Yeah.
want it to
Oh,
be
fuck yeah.
authentic. Yeah, I want it to be authentic, and I want it to be accessible to everybody, even if you don't make a lot of money, because conventions don't have to be expensive. We've
Right.
proven that you can have Terrifier, the top name in horror, without charging people 100 or two for the weekend. Our
Yeah.
VIPs are now sold out, but they were 60 a piece. We did
Yeah,
200
that's
VIPs.
that's unbelievable. That's crazy. That
And,
Mm-hmm.
price.
and then I get well, if it doesn't come with a t-shirt, is it even worth it? I'm like,
No,
here's
I'm
what you
saying
get,
it's a
dude.
good price. I'm
You
saying
know,
like I couldn't believe it wouldn't be
uh
more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
there are some days where I'm not so cool of a character where I look in the mirror or I'm just standing out in my garage making shirts where I kick shit around going, do you really need more for 20 for the weekend? Do you really have to bust my nuts and all that? Like, is it
Right.
necessary that you have to really just berate me and like kick me around like a rag doll because you aren't
Mm-hmm.
getting your way because Robert England's not here? Like, dude,
No,
Right.
man. You're
f-
doing great.
f-
No, you keep doing
like
what
David
you're doing.
Howard Thorne's not. The biggest question was, is David Howard Thorne going to be in costume? Oh no, I'm sorry. It's usually is Arthur Clown going to be in costume? Like, no, he might be. David Howard Thorne's not going to be, and here's why: we're a 2 day show.
It
It
does
takes 6 hours for him to do his makeup and stuff. It's not just a
Yep.
little mask to put on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, would you like to stand there and pay that money to stand there all day till 4 o'clock to get your first autograph? No, of course you wouldn't. That'd be insane.
Mm-mm.
No.
So, how about we appreciate the actors who they are? We hadn't had anybody else dressed up so far, unless it was like Dave Sheridan wanted to put on his little costume, or
Right.
Felissa put on the camper outfit. But it was
Mm-hmm.
nobody like Tyler Mane wasn't in costume. They don't do that at
Right.
shows. When Robert England goes shows, he brings a glove with him. He's never dressed up as Freddy. So why
Yeah.
are you all busting my ass right now? Like for
But
20 for the weekend, is there
but
anything
speaking of
else that I can get you on a
appreciation,
silver platter?
like I just stopped right
Right.
there. First of all, don't even give that any other mind. You're doing great. You keep going because you're giving us a chance to go meet our horror legends and be a part of the horror community. Like just us talking with you right now, we're appreciative because like we're growing together and getting to meet awesome people that we never thought we would meet before in our lives. and we get a chance to
Yeah,
actually go there and set up and talk to different people and the fans that come through. Like, we're honored to be a part of this. It's huge to us, and we've been building up to this
I
moment
find it
here coming up.
completely insane though. I find it absolutely fucking nuts. The amount of people that will just it's kind of like anything else in this world. So I know it's not unique to me, where it's just never good enough for anybody. You know,
Never
like
be
why did you put
satisfied.
three more
Yeah.
songs? Why'd you put three more songs on? Why is there not enough pepperoni on my pizza? Why is this line so long? Why
It's
do I have to why do I have to have a code to go to the bathroom? Why do I have to do this? Oh, what?
it's
This is
just
Pepsi. I want a
perfect
Coke. You know.
for the Deadbeats.
Just
We love
fucking
it. We're
enjoy it.
excited.
Just fucking
Yeah.
enjoy it.
We're gonna be
It's
there
funny
I'm
because
having
fucking
fun.
excited for it.
it kind of went that way in Vermont, and I said, you know what? I plan on moving anyway. I'm just
Yeah,
going to pack up my toys and go home.
come
And
on.
for the next couple of years, it kept going. You need to come back. I'm like, you know what? Screw all that, dude. No, I don't want to
You're,
be near a show. This thing put me on burnout. Like, I don't want to be near a show. I don't want to go to a
Yeah.
show. I don't want to own a show. I don't want to consult with any more shows because I consult for a few too. Um,
Yeah.
and then I came down here and I thought it was going to be, a lot of people that didn't give a shit and just was like, oh, hey, y'all, what's up? Because it's what I hear. People are just friendly and happy. And it was that way, but I did not realize exactly how many horror fans were down here. And this is something they truly need. And for every one person that'll bitch and moan at me for not having 20 more guests, there's 1,000 that'll just say thank you.
yeah, and
And
we're
I don't even
saying
care about
thank
the
you.
cash, man. You know, cash is one thing. That'll come and go. I can buy 4Ks and shit. We'll piss through it because whatever. But
100%.
when I'm done someday, I want somebody to say, dude, look at all these other shows. That one was fucking special
Yeah.
because
I tell
it
you what,
it, it brought the original essence. Because my background, dude, is working for people in like Boston Comic Con when I was like very like single digit age,
yeah,
learning
Yep.
from people like Dick Ayers, Stan Lee. I worked for Neil Adams. I worked for these people. I worked with a bunch of them and Joe Sinnott and Ramona and everybody else that would create. That's why my whole arm is dedicated to comics on one side. Is that was
Fuck yeah.
my childhood and learning how to treat people and not just people you walk to in the street, but when somebody comes up and says, I love your product and how you react to them is going to make them a fan or not for life. So I feel the same way about the show. I want to really tell people I truly love my attendees. I walk out every show. I don't care if it was a 1 day show. I don't care. I've had 1 day shows before. I'll walk out and see people. I'll shake hands. You need a water. I love that you're here. I appreciate you. If you were not here, I would not be here. And I always keep that in mind because I don't have an ego. And there's no room for an ego in my world. I'm
absolutely
either
agree.
you're the real or you're not. And
Yeah.
if you truly love what the convention, what it used to be and what's not so much anymore, is the experience of not waiting like you're in a DMV for Nev Campbell's autograph. It's not what it's about. Sure, I've met Nev and
Yeah.
she's a sweetheart.
Yeah,
She's
Uh-huh.
absolutely fantastic. And I would tell you if they were horrible. I'm like that. But
Fuck yeah. I
when you
believe the
see
hell out of
when
that.
when you see masks and you see grease paint and you see like people working with like art supplies and you see people doing panels and you can experience this whole genre in one building or two, it is the most fantastic experience of your life.
I
And
can't
to and
wait.
to just and to piss it away with not appreciating any show you go to. I don't care how small it is or how poor it's put together. There are people that
Right.
work their ass off to get to that point just to open the door. And
Dude,
and they're giving you David Howard Thornton. They're giving you Bam
Mm-hmm.
Margera. They're giving you Michael
Yep.
freaking Myers. They're giving you
Yep.
John Russo, who is the creator of Flesh Eating Zombies. I mean,
Yes.
and then you've got the
not even a
vendors who
comment, man.
I
Jeff, sorry.
and see, so the two things, like, yes, it's the experience, but also I try to teach people you need to collect business cards, even if you're a fan. Do your shopping all year round, man. Because if you need Christmas presents, birthday presents, don't go to Amazon. Go to vendors and support
Yep.
them throughout the year and make it a community event. So eventually, that's why I want to name it SC Horror Community. Once people, think people truly get it, I'll do so. But until then, like, it's just going to be a struggle because every year I have anxiety like everybody else. I just go, all
Mm-hmm.
right, well, my life sucks, dude, because I just signed this $25,000 contract for this venue, and I've got to come up with that money, and I've got to sell tables, and I got to do this, and I got to do that, and it's me, me, me. But then
Right.
you go, hey, sponsor, do you want to sponsor my VIP bags? It's going to cost about $300. Well, you're horror, dude, and it's against my religion, or you're horror, dude, and you're just not as fun as Pokemon, or you're horror, dude.
Ugh.
So honestly, I run this with close to no sponsors. I have like one sponsor, you know.
Right.
So once everybody gets it and we become a community, it's not for the cash of them. I want their names on bags because you could have like SC Horror and I don't know Company A, and I could say go to this place. Here's all their specials of the year. They're located here. Eat at their restaurant. We go there to party, whatever. Come hang out with us for trivia night or whatever.
Yep.
It's tough. The sponsor thing tough on me. It's not because of the cash because I've always run a show without sponsors, but I want to have more people become a part of the community so we all can have this place, no matter where we go, that we feel like we belong.
And
And that's the biggest part of conventions.
And that's what we're excited about. So with us being there, can I like wear this and come
Shit,
in?
yeah,
And
dude.
can we be
Yeah.
ourselves and like have fun in our little area? And like, what do we do within our community, your community, our community in your world?
It's
Like,
it's
what's our
definitely
limits?
it's not my community ever. It's always
Our
our
community.
community. It's like
What
it's
can
like when
we
my wife and I
do?
first met, and I thought like I was a poor kid, whatever. And I thought like I can't even decorate this house. She's like, no, no, or like if she had a piece of pizza, I wouldn't be able to eat it or whatever. And she's like, no, no, honey, what's
Yeah,
ours is mine too. Repeat, what's ours is mine too. So it's my
absolutely.
mantra. It's one of my mantras. You can do whatever you want, dude, as long as it's not gonna like offend kids or something. I mean,
No.
you could be goofy, you can walk around like, dude, my wife she does cosplay, like horror cosplay. She'll sit there and like dance and get people to come over. It's just whatever experience you want your customer
Love
to
it.
see, or whatever you want your brand to be known for.
That's it.
Yeah,
I've got
that's
people that blow penis whistles at events. I've seen vendors like that.
I
You
need
know,
to go
so
to that
funny.
booth
it's
to
weird.
blow a
You
penis
know,
whistle. That's gonna be amazing.
I've seen weird shit all the time. I've seen people dance. There's people like, I even said, what, one of these days I'm gonna do these handouts, be like, hey, do you want to try some lotion? And be like a mall person, like, hey, try this out.
Yes, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
We
you can
we'll
do it, so you
talk
can really do
more about it
whatever.
for
It's
sure.
there's no huge limits. Like as long as you're
Yeah.
having fun, it
Yeah.
gives the
Yes.
it gives the attendees more of a reason to stop by.
Yeah, and that's what we want
100%.
to
And
bring.
that's
Will
the
we
plan.
yeah.
That's the plan.
For
For
sure.
we have a ton of shit planned for like our specific table, right? Our booth, right? And just to get eyes on us, but
Right.
then to bring people into the convention. That's the biggest thing. I have this fucking giant box sitting next to me of a prize wheel of 14 different fucking sections of prizes that we're trying to figure out what the fuck we're gonna do just
Nice.
to bring people to us, right? And then just to get that fucking message out there.
Sorry about your robots for a second. Alexa,
You're good.
turn on all lights.
Alexa,
Tell if she didn't want to hear me. Alexa, turn on all
Alexa,
lights. Okay. Yeah,
turning on
thanks.
penis whistles.
Right. Alexa, put on scissor penis. So like, yeah. But I mean, but the experience doesn't have to be limited, man. The experience, oops,
Right.
your camera, there we go. Whatever this is. I don't even know how to work this thing. I'm like John Russo here. How do I switch my background here? Like if John's
Which
watching
one
this, I
have?
love you, man. I don't even know how to turn
Hell
off my
yeah.
brick. I'm trying
Hopefully
to
he
turn off my brick
watches.
wall
Dude,
here.
if John Russo watches Deadbeats, we're
Hello.
fucking doing something good, dude.
How
I'm
the hell do I even
JT.
turn off
I'll
this
send this
background?
to him.
That's Will. I'm always
I
pointing
don't
the
know. I don't
wrong
know.
person.
I'm trying to figure out how to turn off this background. I don't know if it's like I can change
Oh,
it
yeah,
now
yeah.
or whatever.
Oh,
Well,
we
we
can
can,
do it if you
when
want
you're-
to. We can do it. We can stop the
I
recording
get
and
it,
then
get
you can turn it off and
Oh, no,
then
no,
get
no,
back
it's
into
fine.
it.
Yeah, that's fine. No worries. If it was one of those like here, check this shit out. But no, I mean, it's such a good
Something
fandom,
happened.
dude. It is because let's
Yeah.
face it. Think about the losers of the world. The losers. I'm the biggest one because when I was a kid, I'd read a lot of comics, and my whole background was comics and horror comics too. So comics weren't cool back then. You know, in the
Mhm.
'90s, 2000s, whatever. Freaking horror wasn't cool, and I'm the horror guy. So I mean, I'm like a
True.
hybrid
Yep.
nerd horror guy. So the people down here, or the people that I've run into, I can't speak for other cities, towns, and countries, is they were shunned for so long, and especially when you're in the Bible Belt, you get shunned for liking anything occult, anything. It's very taboo,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have to be
Mhm.
just that. Like my wife, who is an amazing promoter as well, says we have everything from a Nightmare on Christmas to a Nightmare on Elm Street. We have all sorts of stuff. It's family
Fuck yeah.
friendly. It's also very horror. So but we do have comics
Love
there.
that.
We do have anime there. We have all sorts of stuff. So, but we're more horror centric. But kids can go create masks and decorate their trick or treat bags, and they could go through the entire freaking place and trick or treat for nothing. because that's what I wanted to do when I was a kid. I was never able to. Actually, this is kind of not horror, but this movie is
Hell yeah.
fantastic, by the way. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, shit. I'm sorry. It's Cannibal the Musical.
I start to see, I see your face a little bit. Cannibals and okay.
That shit was the most terrifying thing I've ever seen. It was like a glitched out image.
Yeah.
Face.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I
love that. Jay, we could fucking talk to you. Oh, I'd love to start. Okay, we could talk to you forever about this shit, dude. And I'm so hyped to fucking meet you in person, dude, because I'm telling you, we're gonna be spending so much time together, especially at the convention, and hopefully we can even kind of spend some time together outside of the convention. I love it. You're fucking awesome.
Yeah.
One last
You know
question
what I just
before
noticed?
we decide to sign
I'm
off.
hoping you didn't hear the music.
Yeah.
I'm hoping you didn't hear the music pulling through. For some reason, my computer's like singing now for no reason. Love technology.
No, we didn't hear anything. One last question before we end up signing off.
Because I know it was like I destroy interviews.
No, you're fucking great, dude.
No. This is how we fit. This is us.
This is us. We're so unconventional. If you had one
I know
guest
nobody knows anything about the show.
Who is it?
My dream guest, if I'd have anybody, let's see, because most people I love have passed on, which sucks. I'm gonna go with this is a toss up. I'll do male and female. How's that?
Cool.
Rose McGowan for female because she has signed it and I have tattooed her name on my leg. I have a tattoo of her on my leg.
Yes.
She signed it. I had it tattooed on. She sees me at different shows. I'm so awestruck every time I see her. My wife.
I named my kid after her. That's so fucking funny, dude.
I've got pictures, man, of us hanging out and at shows. I'm like, dude,
over here.
I get so I fumble over my words when I see her. For dudes though, like I've been with I've hung out with some really good people, but if I'm gonna go anybody, man, if you want the quintessential badass of horror in the last since the '80s, I'm going with Mr. Tom Atkins.
Shit, I thought you were gonna say Bruce Campbell.
Wow.
No, dude. If you meet Bruce Campbell and you meet Tom Atkins, granted, Tom Atkins maybe 10 years ago because when I saw him in Atlanta, poor guy, like his hearing's going and stuff. So he was like, "Pardon me, my friend, I'm as deaf as a friggin' rock," But he is so badass, dude. Think about '80s though. He is like the most badass ladies man in horror. He's always got the stash. I did a whole song about his mustache, by the way.
Look at this guy's mustache.
Yeah.
Wheels.
Now you can sing one about mine.
But right, like I'll tell you that because if I'm gonna go so old school though, and then if it's somebody that's passed, more than likely Sid Haig.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh dude, yes.
Yeah,
Did you ever get to meet him?
I have, yes, I was able to.
Oh.
Nice.
Although I really think I'd love to get Rob Zombie in a show, but that's for people that don't. I'm so cerebral, anti-cerebral, really about it. Where I go, well, this guy doesn't do shows, so I can't pick him. I'm such a promoter.
Yeah.
It's like I never get Rob Zombie to a show. I'd love to have Rob Zombie at a show,
Yeah.
But I mean,
That'd be fucking crazy.
Christine Lindbergh would be another good one. Christine Lindbergh would be a great one. But
let's get them all.
So many.
Can the Deadbeats keep coming back? Can we keep going back every year and be a part of it and watch you grow and get Rob Zombie and Rose McGowan and everybody?
Well, yeah, I mean, because my tables aren't expensive, man. You can sign up every year. That's the other thing. The one thing I'll say before we sign off is, for those of you who are vendors out there that might be listening, or potential vendors, do yourselves a favor. Compare my prices to other shows and what you're going to get. Because then when you start paying me instead of October, November, December, and securing your spot, and you're paying me in June and July when you're out in the hallway or the ether of the place, don't give me that anxiety. Sign up early and sign up often, because that is the one thing that'll keep me going. If vendors would sign up early and on time, I do 100 shows. But the reality is, people are people, man, and they get lazy and complacent, and then they forget to pay their bills. And I have to play bill collector all summer. It shouldn't be that way in the community. So, do yourselves a favor, vendors. If you want a good spot, sign up early. It's
we felt good about that. We felt good about that. We got a spot super early, and then when we saw you guys post, like, "Hey guys, make sure you pay your bills," I'm like, "Already paid in full, baby." I felt fucking good about that.
I know, because I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be a big pain in the ass. But I'm like, hey man, I don't want to have this big blank spot at my show.
No,
because
just remember that.
Because you're right.
Whenever you place the Deadbeats somewhere, put it somewhere nice.
Oh, you're in the main room. I can tell you that.
Yes.
Now,
Fuck yeah.
see, I will have an online program that'll come out probably about 2 weeks before the show or a month before the show.
Mm-hmm.
I designed an online program where it's got a cover and it's got artwork and it's got their exclusive and it's our maps and our seating chart and floor plan and all that stuff. So panel schedules on there, pictures of the guests are on there. So that'll be available shortly. I just finished the floor plan today, right before I got on with you guys. So I know there's a whole bunch I'll be putting in the hallway that might be mad about it, but there's only so much real estate.
Exactly.
Bless you.
Yep. Exactly.
No,
we love that.
We're appreciative.
I prefer the hallway. Personally, I prefer the hallway, but that's just me.
Oh. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
I do well. I do better in hallways at most shows.
That's because they
excited
have
about
to
the
pass
main
you
room.
to get to them. They have to pass you to get to the main room.
Exactly.
Right. And I'm excited for the main room, right? Because and we'll
yeah.
talk about this more too when we sign off, because it's on us to get the eyes to us. It's on us to get the people to us. Cool, if they pass us, that's just luck. But for me, I'm like, what can we do to draw the attention from the people? And it'll show in numbers. And that's a challenge for us that we're accepting. We're just excited to fucking be there. We're happy to be there. We're happy to meet you guys. We're happy to meet the fucking showrunners. We're happy to meet the guests. Fucking, dude, my favorite people in the entire world are horror movie fans. Because they're fucking psychos.
Oh, yeah.
And they're dope
and
as fuck.
And they shower.
So hype.
They usually shower.
Yes, they usually shower. Jay, again, we could talk to you fucking forever. We cannot wait to meet you in person. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy schedule to meet with us and talk with us. We're gonna end the show now. JT, we always sign off with some JT fucking fun shit. JT, what do you have for them before we sign off?
I just want to blow the penis whistle.